Well, this is a...
From the start. My birthday crowning. My penmanship was... But I insisted on UCL. Yep. A picture with Dad and Anna. Never liked wearing dresses. This is probably my grandfather, Benjamin. Dad's map of the forgotten cities of northern Syria. He was closer than he knew to finding them. Locked. There's got to be another way through. Dad's artifacts from the Nile Valley. I always loved looking at.
Hi, Dad. I've been thinking about Mum lately. I wish I knew more about her.
Well, hello there, Sir Lancelot. Don't worry, I won't be boring your sword this time. The Grand Hall. Always loved playing in here as a kid. This will be one of the first things to fix. A phoenix figurine. I bet this appealed to Dad's idea of This belongs to Anna. Most of her belongings are in the guest house. What was she doing in here? Someone has a sense of humor.
Lara, you know the West Wing is off limits.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to see...
We've been through this.
Was Mum's room in here?
Just stay out of there, darling.
Locked. Need a key to open this. Dad was always so protective of the West Wing.
Mistress Lara.
Looking at the compass, thinking.
What about?
The offer came in the post last week, and I still haven't told Richard. He flew ahead to Tibet, where I will meet him shortly.
If I may inquire?
Just thinking about discovering faraway places, about finding adventure.
I'm sure you will, my lady. You've the soul of an explorer. But don't grow up too fast.
Not sure. I really need to brush up. Hey, Jonah. Sorry for not getting back to you sooner. I've decided to do some Got to remember to pack this for my next trip. Should be able to explore the dark now.
Lara, since your return from your expedition to Yamatai, I've grown increasingly alarmed at your erratic behavior. I can only assume you suffered some kind of psychological trauma and are only acting out as...
Another one of Dad's immortality artifacts. I think Roth.
Lara, I've reviewed the report from your therapist. I have to say I was surprised to see a clean bill of health. I somehow doubt you've so easily abandoned your irrational claims. Indeed, where have you been the past few weeks? My secretary discovered that you booked a flight to Turkey on the 20th. You can't have been simply sightseeing, as your customs claims.
Wait, I can get to the library through the old servants' corridor.
Amelia, the news has reached Mother. She knows that you broke off your engagement with the Earl of...
You travel together. Well, I'd say...
I'm not surprised he asked her to marry him as soon as he got the idea.
Amelia, I know we have had our differences in recent years. I've tried my best to keep an open mind about your relationship with Richard, but I just can't let you go on this ill-conceived expedition.
Still just as creepy as I remember.
My lord, I hope this missive finds you on a successful expedition and in good health. Before I bore you with estate affairs, I wanted to let you know that our little angel has been into some mischief. As always, I indulged her in our usual game of chess. Over the course of the game, she broached the subject of her mother. She's having trouble remembering her now, and wanted to enter her ladyship's atelier, which you sealed off, to play on her mother's piano. It enraged her when she wasn't allowed to go in, of course. For someone so young, she has such strong emotions. Later in the day, she set a trap for me in the walk-in freezer, of all places. Before I knew what...
Poor Winston. I remember being so angry. He was always so patient with me.
I'm at a crossroads now. Good Lord, that's such a cliché. But there's truth in it. Two roads before me. Both present joy and compromise.
King to Queen 1. I'm going to win this time, Winston.
Clever girl. But you should know by now, winning isn't everything. Queen to King's Bishop 6. Check.
Easy for you to say. You always win. Knight takes queen.
What I mean to say is try to enjoy the journey, Lara. Don't rush to victory. Bishop to King 7.
I know, Winston. I just want... Oh no! I didn't even see that.
You should also know by now I'm not to be trifled.
I would play chess with our old butler Winston on this board. Never could beat him. I always chose white. Maybe if I let him go...
with on this board, young lady. Mate.
Oh, I am going to win. Someday.
Everything is almost ready for Mistress Lara's birthday expedition surprise. It's been a bit of an all-hands-on...
Dad loved a good bottle of wine.
Dad, this is it! The basement of despair!
Indeed, Lara. Muster your courage, for this is the only path to the Library of Infinite Knowledge.
Look there! See the string?
An ancient Egyptian tripwire. The Keepers of Knowledge want none to disturb their treasures. We must tread carefully.
Let me lead. I know how to spot all the traps.
I'm sure you do, my darling. Lead on.
One of the wire traps Winston made for my birthday expedition. Winston used my hair ribbons to make this. He and Dad put a lot of work into this. Water damage from the main hall above. My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy. This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little expedition. Plans for adding electricity to the manor. Dad used to say his granny hated all the bright lights. There's a missing page.
Amelia left tonight. She packed her suitcase and walked right out of here, and I didn't even notice. Like those days in the Oxford Library before we even...
Okay, Dad's ledger has to be in here somewhere. Hopefully it has the combination to the safe.
I've created a clever little map for Lara's birthday expedition. I used the invisible ink Amelia picked up for me.
In the chapter on Egyptian districts.
Why, yes, I think you're right.
Took quite a tumble off of this old thing when I was a girl. Still feel it in the shoulder from time to time.
I always accepted that Richard's rather unorthodox research was just something I had to live with. But this time, the thrill of discovery has taken hold of me. I never imagined...
Blank, except for the image of a key. I remember this map now. It leads to the master key, but we made it with a special kind of invisible ink. It could only be seen with the heat of a fire. I think I stashed one of Winston's master keys in here when I was a kid. This music is familiar. It's beautiful. It appears Sir Reginald's helmet fell off. Or didn't I put it back properly?
Does this mean I'm your research assistant?
That and more, my darling girl.
Takes me back. Those were good times. The best times. This picture was taken in the library. 1820 additions to the main hall in progress. This should help me read the map. I can see the map. Looks like the key is hidden under a trunk near the bookcase. X marks the spot, as they say. The master key. This should get me... All right. This should open most rooms in the manor, including the Forbidden West Wing. Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? Okay, Dad's clues mention Mum's paintings and the anniversary. Hopefully I can find some answers in the West Wing.
Mistress Lara, I took the liberty of preparing a tray, as dinner did not go according to plans. I've included, in addition to your meal, a few treats.
Croft family crest.
With Amelia gone, the manor is a different place.
After everything Atlas has done, how could you tell him about the...
I think this was Dad's pocket watch. Looks like it's
just all been too much. I needed to talk to someone. He's still my brother.
I don't trust him.
You don't have to, Richard, but please, trust me.
I'm sorry, my dear, but I know him. He'll take it to the papers. The investors will pull out.
Then go. Without me. Tonight. I will take care of Atlas. And then meet you in Tibet next week.
I was so young, but I still remember that terrible argument. It wasn't always an easy road for my parents. This is Dad. I suppose it's a fact. My mother's perfume.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his...
Mum, on her wedding day, she looks so beautiful. There's a date, October... Their anniversary was in October. But which day? I can't believe I don't know this. There's got to be another clue somewhere. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. October 13th. Pretty sure my parents were married in October. I think it was close to her birthday.
Amelia would not have approved. That alone should have been the end of it. But I am, as God made me, a...
At least that old thing still works.
I am bursting with pride. Amelia is with child. It is amazing how everything in life can change with such a simple event. Obviously, we don't know the...
Dad may have discovered the secret to immortality without even knowing it. Mum's wedding ring. I always wondered what happened to it. The inscription is faded. Okay, Lara, keep it together. You're starting to see things.
My lord, we all hope your work was well received at the conference.
Mum's atelier. Dad sealed it soon after she died. Untouched for years, exactly as she left it.
I stood up to my family's criticism, stood in defense of Richard and our...
I don't have any memory of this. I wish I could remember doing this. Mum with me as a baby. I've never seen this. Hard to believe I was... Mum's paintings. Which one was Dad's favorite?
I returned home this afternoon. You've almost got it, darling. Here, let me show you. Like this, see? Well done, Lara. Well done.
I wonder how my life would have been different had she lived. This was for a show in London of Mum's work. What I wouldn't give to see this today. It says...
Lara arrived tonight, though not without a bit of...
I'm glad I still have so much of Mum's work.
Dad, what do you keep in there?
Nothing too important, Lara. Estate business and such.
If it's not important, then why bother putting it in a safe?
Better than to try and pull one over on you. There is something important in here. And it's for you, should you need it someday.
Well, let's hope you came through for me, Dad. Okay, found all the...
I returned home this afternoon to collect the last of my paintings. I suppose I should say I returned to my family's...
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I've experienced...
For God's sake, memorize the combination.
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge.
My lord, we...
They say a good test of a relationship is...
I believe it took this trip to push me over the edge. I've been able to see Richard in his element, seeing him at his best and his worst. I returned home this afternoon to...
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool.
My stuffed bear. I couldn't have a tomb without a mummy. This bust of Anubis was from Dad's Egyptian collection. He must have put it down in the basement for our little... I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs. Mum on her wedding day. Mum's wedding ring. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure hunt. How old was I again? 6? 8? I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number hieroglyphs. The Pharaoh's crown from my birthday treasure. I remember this. Dad gave it to Mum on her birthday. The answer has to be in the clue.
For God's sake, memorize the combination, you fool. LARA'S expedition.
That worked. It makes me happy to know that Dad kept it safe. No, that's not what I'm looking for.
I am numb. It is taking all my willpower to hold back the overwhelming grief. Amelia's plane crashed in the mountains. She died alone in the snow, waiting for me to find her. Oh, God.
Dad, what did you do? Dad's sequel to his first book on immortality. He never got a chance to publish it. Handwritten. This is the only copy. Damn, this isn't it either. I was certain there had to be a will in here. Wait, what's that? A blank page. Dad must have left this for me. It has to be important. hidden message. What are these strange marks? They have to be some kind of clue. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the actual number. A hidden message. I remember this now. Each district in ancient Egypt had a symbol and a number. I always preferred these symbols to the... Locked in. Did Dad build all of this just to keep his research safe?
The renovations are proceeding in secret. The work crew Roth hired for the job have been paid handsomely to keep the details of the job out of the records, so I'm fairly confident no word will get out about what I'm doing. I've been careful.
The missing page from the renovation plans. They didn't want anyone outside the family. Dad's Tibetan scroll. I remember he used to pour.
My love, it is silent, so peacefully silent now. Even after the madness and chaos of the crash, I can't help but still wonder at the beauty of these mountains. I understand.
Mum faced death alone. She was so brave. Might be able to use this. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our past to the north. Could there be something else beneath the manor? Dad's collected knowledge. There must be so many secrets hidden in here.
Richard, I tried to see you in person last week, but your manservant hustled me away like some common tout peddling silverware. He told me you are heartbroken and you're not yet ready to see visitors. He told me you blame yourself for your loss. Well, to that, I say you had damn well better. I hope it hurts. I hope every moment of your life
This was part of a set of statues.
It's over. I have done all that I could, and my Amelia...
You brought her home. She's here, somewhere. Amazing. Even in here, Dad went out of his way to hide his findings.
Lord Croft is resolved to seal the west wing of the manor. I try to talk sense into him, but he will not be swayed. And to make matters worse,
east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north. There's an inscription. This is the Croft universe. Our knowledge is to the east, our respite to the west. Our future is to the south, our past is to the north. Incredible. This crypt was here all along.
I expected a sort of crushing finality to grip me when we returned to the manor to lay Amelia to rest. Indeed, once the last of my funereal duties were performed, I fully believed that I would crumple to the ground next to her and expire, not from grief, but...
My God, can it be? Dad, you did bring her home.
My dearest Lara, it is difficult to write this, knowing these may only ever be words on a page to you. I wonder if you will remember my voice. Will you remember the way we used to play and laugh? Will you remember me comforting you when you were sad? Know that I'm still with you, Lara. My energy, my love. It's within you. It always will be. Use that energy to pursue your passions in life. Never let others determine your journey. You become who you are through your choices, through the love you give and the promises you keep. I hope you are happy, that you are loved and successful in whatever it is you choose to do. I am proud of you, my darling. Remember me, with all my love, your mother.
What's this? A letter.
Lara, I have received the notarized affidavit confirming Amelia's grave and the discovery of the burial crypt within the manor premises. While I can't fathom why your father would hide your mother's fate from her own family, I cannot deny that any legal claims I may have had on the estate.
I've been so focused on defying my uncle, of fighting to keep his hands off this manor, that I never realized how much this place actually means to me. But since I've been here, I can feel the presence of my mother and father. I sense the entire history of my family and the deep roots we have in this place. I want to honor my parents. I want to honor all of my ancestors. The Croft family may be all but destroyed, but I will make our name and our home great again. The broken sword I brought back from Yamato. The atlas, such an amazing piece of craftsmanship. Sophia insisted I take. I can still remember the last time I fired these. Did this open the secret door from the inside? Hope I'm not trapped in here. My great-grandmother Rose, nicknamed the Golden Rose for her perfect